so many men actually want to build muscle but are confused with all the information there is on the internet because can be quite confusing and overwhelming. So I want to make it as simple as possible for you. Take a pen, take a piece of paper, and yeah, let's dive into it right now. So what you're aiming for is 2 gram of protein per kilogram of body weight. Let's take a person that weighs 80 kilo, all right? So your daily protein goal should be 160 gram of protein. This is the perfect amount of protein from the right sources. We are going there soon to be in an anabolic state. And then, in addition to that, you want to have at least, better is more, 1 gram of fat per kilogram body weight because, sorry, testosterone is essentially made from fats, from testosterone and the other hormones from fats, testosterone from cholesterol. So you actually want some cholesterol in your body. And nowadays we live in this time of psyop of, oh no, cholesterol, it will kill you, you will get heart attacks. Yeah, yeah, fuck that. Fuck that. If you eat healthy and good foods from nature, you won't get a heart attack from cholesterol. Don't let them yeah, fuck you over with this bullshit. They want us to have low testosterone levels because men with low testosterone levels are easier to control. So, what I would do is daily 10 eggs, testosterone booster, superfood, full of minerals, and it's the food, the natural food with the best amino acid chain for us, right? So protein isn't just protein because, for example, if you buy some powders, it says it has, for example, 80 gram of protein on 100 gram, but if the amino acids in there are not sufficient or lacking some amino acids, well, we eat protein, but it won't be processed good from our body, and then it's empty calories. So 10 eggs per day. One egg has 6 gram of protein and 7 gram of fat. If we eat 10 per day, it's already 60 gram of protein and 70 grams of fat, which is a perfect basis for a lot of things. You don't have to eat them all at once. You can divide them. I like to eat 6 in the morning, for example, and I like to fry them with butter or just cook them. In addition to that, for this 60, 80 kilogram person, 300 gram of either chicken or 300 gram of ground beef or 300 gram of fish, just a source like this, is roughly 20 gram of protein per 100 gram. And since we do 300 gram, it's another 60 gram, which adds up to 120 gram of protein per day with the eggs. And again, you can divide this in multiple meals as well. And then we have 40 grams left. And what I advise is, for example, a handful of nuts for the fats as well, good fats. I like almonds, but you can just buy mixed nuts, and then something like skyr. I don't know if it is if people know what skyr is. It's some kind of yogurt, and it has I think 10 gram of protein on 100 gram. So you eat 200 gram of this, put some nuts inside, and maybe some frozen berries or berries in general or apple. Just mix it with some fruits. It's the perfect dinner. And then eggs for breakfast, and then chicken in between. I would eat 300 gram chicken or meat or whatever in one meal. You can divide it again, as I said. And with those simple meals, eggs, 10 eggs per day, 300 gram of chicken, fish, or meat, steak, ground beef, whatever per day, and a bit of yogurt with a higher protein in there. You have everything, most of the things that you need for muscle building sorted out. First of all, this is a super anabolic environment. Anabolic means muscle building. People think it has something to do with steroids because whatever. No, anabolic just means it's building muscle. All right. So we have this, and most importantly, it's a direct source from nature. It's not processed. It's not made in a factory. One could argue about the skyr, but it comes from milk. So we have butter from milk for frying the eggs. We have eggs from the chickens. We have meat, fish, or whatever from animals, also a source from nature. And the nuts is source from nature. And then fruits for mixing it in the yogurt or skyr in the end of the day. And then we want to have a slight caloric surplus. And we reach this slight caloric surplus with carbohydrates. So we first fill our proteins and fats with the sources I just provided, and then we fill the rest to reach our caloric goal with carbohydrates. I myself at the moment I don't eat carbohydrates because I'm dieting. When I'm dieting, I like to do the carnivore diet because it's very easy for me to diet like so, because it suppresses my hunger. I can eat until I'm satiated. I don't really feel like dieting. I feel good with that, but it's not about diet. It's about building muscle. So, in talking about this guy that has 80 kilogram, I would just I would just start. You need a scale, by the way, kitchen scale and body weight scale. I would start with, let's say, 2,600 kilocalories per day. Then you get a tracker app for your nutrition, for example, MyFitnessPal, and then you track it. You put it in there, all the other things I told you already. So the meat, the eggs, the yogurt, and the fruits. And then you have, oh, how much is it? So let's say the eggs have roughly 1,000 kilocalories. The meat, maybe 400. I'm just guessing here, I'm not sure. The yogurt will add another, with the nuts and with the fruits, maybe another 300. Let's say 1,700 kilocalories. That means 900 kilocalories are left that we fill with carbohydrates. I'd say potatoes, rice, oats. We can skip the pasta. If you like pasta, go with the pasta. But then we have something processed. If we skip the processed stuff, it's just more healthy, a more healthy approach. We feel better. Well, I feel better like so. Most people do as well. So you can have a simple meal. Um, for example, plain eggs in the morning for breakfast, and then some chicken with fried eggs and some rice, and put some vegetables by the side if you like to. And do this 2 times per day. So breakfast eggs in the morning, 2 times per day, chicken, whatever, fish, meat with rice, some eggs by the side, and some vegetables by the side, just some fiber for the digestion. You have this 2 times, and then in the evening you have your yogurt with nuts and fruits. Bab, sorted. No black magic. No black magic. There's so many programs out there. You have to do this, you have to do that, and whatever. When you stick to this for, let's say, 1 week, first day, you go on the scale, same time in the morning. What I'm doing is, first, after waking up, I go to the toilet, and after I was on the toilet, I go on the scale. I have a lock in my bathroom to lock myself daily, and so I know exactly how this food is. So let's say you have been eating 2,600 kilocalories per week. And yeah, depending on your goal, you change the following: the carbohydrates. Let's say after 1 week, eating the same calories daily, you see on the scale nothing is moving. Nothing happens. It's the same weight, exactly the same weight, just a little different than the week before. That means you found your maintenance calories. That means you're not perfectly fine in an anabolic environment, even though you eat enough protein, and that's because the body needs a bit of energy for actually building muscle. So what I advise in this case, for example, if you eat rice as your carbohydrate source, is to add, yeah, you could add 100 gram of rice on that, or let's say 80 to 100 gram, and then see what happens after 1 week. You will see your weight will slowly but steadily go up. And you do this for example, 14 days. And if you don't get too fat and you like how you look, you know, okay, I have my perfect anabolic environment, and those 100 gram will roughly add, let's say, 350 kilocalories. So you are in an anabolic state on 2,950 kilocalories when 2,600 were your maintenance. And like so, you continue eating like this and continue training properly, and bap, perfect anabolic environment, enough protein, enough fats, enough carbohydrates. The other way around, if you want to lose weight, what you can do is, again, those 2,600 calories are just made up, okay? But it's just for you is to understand the process. So if you want to lose weight, and again, you see, after 1 week of eating 2,600 calories per week, oh, nothing is happening on the scale, or you're gaining weight, then you look at it and you check, okay, am I gaining a lot or not a lot, whatever, and then you cut back, for example, 100 gram of of carbohydrates, which is again roughly 350 kilocalories less. And you check the scale again after 1 week, and then you see after 1 week, oh, nice, I lost 0.5 kilogram. That means you are, at this point, you have enough protein to not lose muscle mass, or at least maintain as much as you have, but you are losing fat because your body has less content to burn, so it will burn some of the stored fat. And then you can continue doing that. And you should go, if you are doing a diet, you should combine it with cardio training. I like to do 10K steps per day, and then 2 to 3 times of cardio in the gym. And well, this will help you very much. And yeah, continue doing that. Combine it with proper training and stick to the diet. But losing fat is inevitable. And the other way around, as we spoke about it already, if you are roughly 300 kilocalories in surplus with the right amount of protein that you are eating, building muscle is inevitable. It's literally that easy. But again, some people prefer to have a coach by their side to help them with this endeavor, because it can be hard at times, or you have questions or whatever. If that's the case, I do not only this, but as well this in the Alchemy of Will. And if you want to reach your perfect summer body, you should start now, because the beach is around the corner. And if this interests you, there's a link down below for the coaching, and I'm more than happy to help you with that. Stay strong. See you in the next one.